What do you expect from Montreal in this game, knowing that they don't have any standings thing to play for, but they haven't played the best as of late?
Well, I think the record might not show it, but they're a physical, fast, efficient defense. They take the ball away. They're multiple in everything that they do, and it's a team that's been together for a while now. So they have some veteran players on that team that are playing really well for them right now. So, I mean, we expect like just like any other game. I mean, it's an opportunity for two teams to get out there and execute, and we're expecting their best, and we need to expect to play our best.
How do you approach this game as we kind of look at it? Oh, these two teams might play in the Grey Cup again. Does that come into your planning how the game will play out for you at any point?
No, I mean, we're going in there to win a football game, and that's is pretty much that's the line. There's not much other than that. Is we're going there to win a football game. That's really our only focus right now. What happens down the road happens down the road, but we need to go there and we need to win a football game.
In your mind, how big a deal would it be to host the West Final versus host the West Semifinal?
Well, we're obviously we enjoy playing at home, and our fans are awesome. But we have an opportunity to win the West, and that's what's on our mind right now.
What's behind Nick Dembski's consistency, whether it's logging a catch per game or just how he goes about his business?
He's extremely professional when it comes to his preparation and what he does. I think the physical things he works on daily, getting those kind of things, but just the way that he sees the game. I think his relationship with Zach, the other guys on the offense, the O-line, he sees the big picture of what we're trying to do offensively, from the protections, the run game, the pass game, all those type of things. He is, not just a leader, but another coach out there for us as well.
Had him on your team for a long time. Have you seen, he's getting older now. I mean, he's obviously a veteran. He's been in the league now for 9 seasons or whatever it is. What have you seen kind of his impact, whether it's as a leader, as a playmaker, as he's kind of matured through the years?
Well, I think you just kind of see, I think a lot of people, might see the catches or the runs and those type of things, what he does. But just as overall, what he does for our offense and, the flexibility that he does allows other people to flourish as well. So he might not, have all the stats, week in and week out and those type of things. But, what he's able to do for us as an offense allows other people to do other things as well. So he's a major part of it. He's been in the system for a while, so his role has grown each year, and what we ask him to do, I think what you see on TV is just the tip of the iceberg of what he does for us.
What do you want to see from your offense to get right again going into the playoffs?
Consistency. I say that every week. We got to make sure we sustain drives. Stay at a second long. Be productive on first down. We got to be disciplined in our details and our focus. It's those kind of things that derail offenses and put you kind of behind the 8 ball sometimes. So we got to make sure we get some consistency going and some flow. Against this defense, you got to make sure that you control the tempo and the pace of the game as well, right? We got to make sure that we're dictating how the game wants to be played.
That Toronto game seems like forever ago, but the 7 sacks jumps out, and Coach O'Shea said right after this, you don't just point the fingers at the O-line for that. Can you talk about that number and what's that the result of?
Well, yeah, it's a result of a lot of things, right? It's never just one thing, sacks happen for a number of reasons, right? And without getting into too much detail of it, we understand what a sack in a drive equates to scoring possession, right? It's hard to score, right? So we just gotta to my other point of just making sure that we stay out of situations and we execute the way that we need to execute, right? They're gonna other teams are gonna make plays, but we got to make sure that we're operating the way that we need to operate.
I want to ask you about Tertius. I'm not sure if I said the name right, but he's developed into a pretty reliable receiver for you.
Yeah, KC. We call him KC. He's doing a great job for us. a guy that we really liked in the draft. And his role has really grown as we put more and more on his plate, right? Extremely smart, physical athlete. And I think, one thing you notice about him is he's pretty versatile, for a guy his size, and can do some things for you. He can stretch the field vertically. He can play within the box, and it's been great working with him this year, and just to see the growth, So, yeah, he's our type of guy for sure.
Thank you.